All right, so what I want to look at right now is I want to look at one of our strategies for solving linear equations. I'm going to try to move through this, but I want to look at the modeling of using a scale. Scale's a wonderful model to analyze because it kind of balances out two sides. Think about this side equals this side. So before I start with looking at the model, let's look at our key, telling us what our shapes represent on each side of the model. So here we have a triangle equals 1, square equals -1, all right, and then our smiley face equals x. All right, so we can see that we have that here, and I decided not to use a square. All right, now I'm going to go here in the middle of this little circle. I'm going to put an equal sign to help us remember that it's this side equals this side. All right, now that I have this, I'm going to come down below our model, and I'm going to write an equation from what's represented here. So let's drop our equal symbol in between the two sides. Let's say this side has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. So 6 goes here. This side has 2 smiley faces. Now whether you write that as x plus x, or 1x plus 1x, or the easiest way to write all of that is just to say 2x. All right, so let's write that, 2x right here. All right, so when we have 2x, all right, we see we have multiplication here, and I want to get x by itself. There's only one way to do that, by using our inverse operations. So if you have addition, you do subtraction, vice versa. If you do multiplication, you do division, so vice versa. So here we see we have multiplication, so I'm going to divide out my coefficient, okay? Can't remember what a coefficient is? Go back and review the other video that talks about an introduction to one-step linear equations. All right, so I divide out this 2, it goes away. X is now by itself, but I have to do the same thing on this other side. So I divide 6 by 2, I know that equals 3. All right, so I say x equals 3, and checking my answer, I plug this 3 back into the equation and say 2 times 3 equals 6. I know that's right, so bam, there's my answer.